जुड़ेंगे तब ना सब ऑडियो ऑफ कर दीजिए। I hope everybody has joined. So again, I am returning to my planning based, especially whether it is of school calendar, because one thing is very interesting that this time CCA calendar and pedagogical planner, academic planner, all the planners will be integrated. Because we all know, if we are teaching in secondary or senior secondary, that this time AIL has been, we are also chasing for the activities carried out by you. Please mute your mic, madam or sir. It will create a huge disturbance. Mute your mic.
I would request to all the teachers, kindly mute your mic, please. It's a humble request. It's a request to all the teachers, kindly mute your mic, please.
Your speaker is not working. So integrated lesson plan is required. I hope everybody, just please tell me that all of you have done your classroom also, na? Installation of classroom, which has been done by CBSE and cohort, etc.
Yes.
Is not working. Yeah. So if you have the experience of the just modules of classroom blended learning or experiential learning, there is one planner also there, and one it is creating disturbance. Please, sir and ma'ams, please mute your mic every time. It is very actually it is very indecent to say this. Please follow professional ethics. So plan for activities based on national education class. What is the planning of yours? So school development plan, especially in early childhood care, whether it is because if each day CBSE has sent 2 circulars. I have to check each and every circular. So each and every day there is some new circular for us. So even toy-based pedagogical, because gross motor, you know that key fine motor skills, these things are just infused in this. So that's why. So there should be plan. So plan for CWSN also, gifted children, those who are especially gifted children. So what should be extra plan for them? Because they have their own capabilities. They can do some special achievement. So what should be just beyond their classroom? Because we are doing to line up all the students. If we are trying to streamline, but what is the special for them? So plan for inclusion of ACDGs. So social economic disadvantage group. This is for government schools. Upgrade pedagogy. You can see that ki upgrade pedagogy. What to do? Incorporate latest pedagogy methods as per the needs of 5+3+4. Okay, structure of curriculum. So with the commencement of new session, we should plan for this. When we are just writing our lesson plan, so we just think over all the points of national education policy. in forthcoming session, what we have plans, how we can give our students some extra plan lessons grounded in real life situation, do them such a work that they can just learn the real life skills. They can learn the practical questions, just suppose you are the English teacher, then you can if you have some dairy farm nearby your school, you can make an excursion plan there, and you just go with the students, and after just visiting there, just give them to do writing work, that just make a documentary or presentation or some description writing, what you have visited, what you have seen, what was your experience, etc. So you can spell your magic, because DAV's teachers are brilliant, I think. Individual brilliance is the talk of the past. Now we have to do as a team, and if your team is winning, it means you are winning. So, plan to promote multilingualism. So this is also the new aspect of National Education Plan. Universal FLN, you just know this term, I think, foundational literacy numeracy. Track student learning, again CBSE is actually emphasizing this very much, that how to plan to track learning capabilities of child, especially there these 360-degree national education policy based report card. So how to create holistic word is also not new for us, because when we are teaching in the form of formative and summative, so we are also acquainted with this term. And assessment as per new exam pattern. Focus on competencies. So I hope, please anyone give some idea on competency based education.
All are smaller than 90 degrees. Clear, ma'am? If we measure all the angles, all are smaller than 90 degrees, so we can say it is an acute angle triangle.
Am I audible?
Then measure all
Madam,
the
one
angles.
voice is interrupting your voice.
47.9 degrees.
One more voice is coming from the
Is
background.
talking from, no, there is no noise in my surroundings. It is
So it is
coming
acute
from
angle triangle?
participant side. Someone is talking over phone, I think.
Okay. So in the case of acute angle triangle,
Someone is talking.
Who is there?
Yes, ma'am. Mathematics, it is coming.
Yes, sir. Someone is, I think, making a tuition for any student.
So we are talking about, please mute your mic. All of us are mature enough, so I don't think this is the repeated term which I should use. So approach the assessment as per new exam pattern. So what is the competency based education? I just want to give an idea from your side. If anyone can answer me. Competency based education, anyone?
Ma'am, may I say?
Yes, madam, please. This should be
First of all,
practice.
competency means the ability to do something successfully. So competency based education is based on learning by doing. So suppose we are trying to build a concept, so we are giving the students a teamwork or a project kind of thing where they will be doing it from their own. We will be just mere facilitators, nothing else. We won't be saying that do this in this way. We will be guiding them. We will just facilitate them with things or facts or materials, and they will be the one to do a research work on that, and they will be coming out with the solution. So we are just guiding them. So this is one example of competency based education.
Right. So CBE.
Actually, no. I am disagreeing with this statement, madam.
I think someone wants to give his idea. If anyone wants to share, or am I should focus? If anyone who wants to speak,
competency based education means the things should not be only entertained that which is written in their course book. The things should be discussed which is around our world. It is not just connected with one subject. There may be the different subject may be discussed in classroom sometimes. If we are the teacher of English, it means not that we have to discuss about the things which is going on in English. Even the things which is going on in around the world, the things should be discussed in our classroom. That where our students should be ready to compete the world. That is competency-based education.
okay, so competency-based education is actually that every student has his or her own competencies. They have their
Tanushree
own...
madam. Hello. Tanushree madam, are you listening me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
3-4 लोग का माइक ऑन है और मैं मैसेज कर रहा हूँ लेकिन वो लोग नहीं देख रहे हैं
जी।
उसमें है स्नेह मंजरी, राकेश कुमार, प्रीति कुमारी, ये लोगों का माइक ऑन क्यों है?
सर देन
डिस्टरबेंस हो रहा है, बहुत बार डिस्टरबेंस हो रहा है इससे. Take care. You are all mature people, teachers. You are not taking care of all these things.
Yes, sir.
Okay, madam, continue.
Repeatedly, sir, I am trying to tell them, but anyway.
Okay, madam, continue. Please continue.
Yes, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So, competency-based education allows students to advance based on their ability at their own pace, regardless of environment. So, just imagine one triangle. Students in the middle, this side knowledge and this side skills. So this side knowledge, this side skills, and learner is in the center. So English teachers has the scope to do it in several ways. CBSE has one manual also for English teachers. I will send in our English group. This is not made by me. This is exclusively being made by CBSE resource persons. All are brilliant. So we should be flexible. First we should remember that teacher should be flexible. Means don't think that if student has written his or her answer and if he has not crammed my answer and if he has not vomited my answer on his answer sheet, it means he shouldn't deserve marks. This is wrong. This practice is wrong. So now this practice is bygone. This is main thing. Thereafter, high order thinking skills, HOTS, what we used to say. Then you can frame your own learning ladder, whether it is grammar, whether it is literature. I have one module also with me where character sketch or writing skills, just a frame. You just give them worksheet for scaffolding, you know. Don't give them entire lesson so that they can, okay, they will cram and etc. And again, that same traditional method. No. There may be learning ladders, assessment specifications with them. Tell them, I have told my class 12 students that see, if you are doing your AIL project, if you are doing your ALS project, then these are the parameters. I have given you parameters and these are your set standards. Now you have to think of your own. You do this, and if you have some problem, you just interact with me. keep connect with me. This is my mantra, you know. Keep connect with me and you will just stay tuned with me. This should be mantras of teachers of new generation, I think. So teachers cannot be a bank of lesson, you know, because they don't think that if I am not teaching them, so they are not teaching. No, this is also the concept. This is also the concept of the bygone days. You know that, we know very well that there are number of YouTube channels. There are number of other, there are number of platforms, you know. So don't think that if I am not teaching, so they are not being taught. They have actually number of opportunities. Now this is challenge for us. If we are going to teach for 1 hour, so we have to learn for 4 hours. Learn teachers also, it doesn't mean that we have taken our degree and we have become teachers, so we shouldn't learn this. This is the mantra of, should be mantra of each and every teacher. This is my opinion. Talking, my dear. Who is talking? Please stop. Sir, should I go ahead?
You should go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
So again, see the module. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. So plan as accordingly. All of us are intellectual enough, so nothing to preach. So I hope that everyone is known to this thought. And one line I have just quoted from class 12 poem of quotation of Stephen Spender, that language is the sun. Language, some quotation is there that if someone can recall this quotation, someone is teaching in class 12, an elementary school classroom was slum. What is this? That history there whose language is the sun. So education is the cheapest weapon. And that's why our Honorable Prime Minister is that he is a visionary leader, and simultaneously he is doing this work also with great love and care for our young generation, for our upcoming generation, young budding artists, everyone, for everyone. So COVID-19 impact, learning loss and perhaps loss of interest in schooling must be mitigated. How to mitigate this one? Because we all know, whether we are apart from private or this one also, any kind of a school, COVID-19 has great impact. For online teaching, who those maybe they have some real problems. So we have to track each child and ensure that there are no dropouts. Every school is facing this crucial problem of dropping outs of station. How to retain them? This is also one of the points. Thereafter, educational access and retention of ACDGS. This is exclusively for government schools. Yes, we have also Right to Education Act, and 25% all private schools has to give their seats. Stakeholders know this. Help each child to continue education through RTE entitles, what I am saying. Involve all stakeholders in the child's learning process and journey, especially communicating with parents and local administrations also. Enhance and enrich students' learning through innovative pedagogy. Again, the same point is coming up. That pedagogy, how we have to plan so that our class may be interesting. create safe and conducive environment for learning and teaching. Conducive environment, congenial environment is required actually. Access to alternate forms of schooling. Maintain inclusive and clean infrastructure. So here I want to tell for inclusion, I hope that 4 to 5 or 7 years ago, there was one chapter. There was one chapter that in communicative English in reader book that can we tell fish to climb over the tree? No. Each and every child has his or her unique capabilities, and we just to try to you can say that what are the latent potentialities of them. We have to recognize them. So we have to vigilant over their behavior or their talents or their interests, etc. So framework and guidelines. National Curricular Framework and Curricular Literacy. FLN is this time is actually a focus point of National Education Policy. Numeracy, literacy, and this time reading mission, reading challenges. Are you known to this one? Reading challenges CBSE 2.0? 2.0 CBSE reading mission, where teacher can also enroll themselves. Have you gone through this circular? No one is telling. Please check all circulars. I think that each and every circular must be gone through all the teachers, because each time recently one science challenge has come. So simultaneously for English teacher, there are a number of circulars to enroll teachers also. Students also, they can register themselves, raise their certificates. So now this is the time to explore, you know. Development of holistic progress card 360-degree means all, and especially I would like to tell here one more point, that assessment. What sort of assessment? What is new in National Education Policy assessment, you know? This is peer group assessment also is there. This peer will write in the report card. Each and every person, not only teachers, they have also their own space. So this time, learner and teacher go hand in hand. This is the new features. So to assess the state UTs for holding the census exams in grades 3, 5, and 8, this is I am telling that the structured assessment shuffle. School quality assurance and accreditation stakeholder is being challenged by CBSE this time, that this is also in process, that every school is in just being monitored by CBSE, especially in terms of quality assurance and accreditation. Means there is very much challenge, because you know, in this new National Education Policy, some philanthropic type of schools have also just given a chance by CBSE office, and you know that there are bylaws that there are especially all the stakeholders should know this, how to affiliate, etc. So documentation is very much important for this, and this time CBSE is going to give them chance. They just they don't get any kind of documentation if they are philanthropic, if they are not coming up with their beneficial or some profit type of mindset. So this will create a challenge for us. So it means that if we have to maintain our standard, more maintenance is required here. This is the point. Guidelines. What are the guidelines? Monitoring, tracking of health status of through periodic health checkup. Earlier we have also the practice. Engaging peer groups and other local, I am telling that peer groups are very much important. We should go the task of collaborative activities, and I hope that each and every teacher is doing so. National guidelines on assessment. So national guidelines on assessment, actually there is one handbook, and this is a compilation of all the subjects actually, and this is all the basis of Bloom's taxonomy, especially application and creativity is important, and inference is important. So last 2 or 3 levels where students is evaluating himself, so this level is very much important. So we have to just foster such qualities among our young learners. Then resource persons, support material, etc. Means how to enrich our resource persons also. So for resource persons, all the manuals, go through the manuals. This is the only mantra. That each and every circular should be checked by master trainers also. Go to CBSE site and see them, what new circular is coming up, what sort of guideline is being there. There are number of videos also, which is done by just in collaboration with UK, British Council and CBSE. They are doing their work hand in hand. So this is the thing. So this is exclusively for stakeholders ki high quality and diversified student and teacher resources. Learning material should be kept in library. Proper and well equipped labs. Language lab is especially required. One of the required labs of our school. Now sports integration and art integration is also important. So is art integration, how to integrate arts with learning. Take any one chapter and integrate them. Integrate Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat, so that the national education policy is telling you to imbibe all the qualities, all the values among learners. They just know that yes, being diverse, because you know that India is the land of diversity. We have different dialects, we have different different costumes, etc. But ultimately we are one. We are our entity is one, and we all are Indians. So this is also, because you can see that each and every circular is coming, and there is one activity which is focusing on these points, that do this so that young learners may shape their minds with enthusiasm, with patriotic zeal. Actually, ICT labs is important, because now we are in the era of digital age, so we cannot turn away our face from this. Book bank is also required. Here I am just curtailing this word for everyone, each one. This is important. So for teachers, what is the importance of this slide? Build capacities at all levels. What sort of capabilities? Build capacities of school management, heads, teachers, staff, parents, community, volunteers. 50 hours CPD, we all know this. We are just chasing this. We have also done in our school 25 from CBSE, more than 25 actually, and from 25 in-house training. Mentoring of teachers, time to time, different webinars are being organized by CBSE. Another from quizzes or different sites also. So teachers are requested to just update themselves. Mentoring of teachers, Nishtha, if some this is actually if someone is lagging behind his or her training, then they can go to Nishtha platform also. Training regular teachers to teaching some appropriate vocational subjects and vocational teachers. So build capacities at all levels. Coach, learning, ability, practice, advising, development, etc., etc. So these building capacities at all levels. So holistic development is actually important. This is the main thing. So time is again running out. Okay. So, okay. Sir, this is 11. Just 2 or more 3 slides are here. Should I continue, sir?
Yes, continue.
Okay, sir. So, so what is the aim of NAPE? It is the teachers must be qualified. Qualified in the sense that they should be updated. What I have understood, CBSE just know that teacher also just change his or her mind side as according to time frame. This is important, especially, and so please see this. Forget the chalk and board pedagogy. Flexible, you can see that 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. So what to do when we are at the juncture of foundation level? And one more important point is there that there was no earlier concept of tracking of any pre-primary schools because they are not being given any attention by CBSE. Now CBSE is not in mood of just ignoring them. CBSE is now CBSE board has decided to chase them, whether they are in proper setting proper standard or not. What is the standardization of their educational policy? So this time CBSE is also focusing on pre-primary level and foundational level also. So there was no earlier accreditation to them. The flexible multi-level play activity and gross motor skill, it's a fine motor skill. As they move their muscles, they flex their body. These things, these are the learning levels. Building on the play, discovery and activity based pedagogy. If they are, suppose they are playing with toys, so what kind of motor skills they are just learning? So this should be kept in the mind of pre-primary or primary teachers also, and they should integrate the lesson plans as according to them. Introduction of subject teachers for learning and discussion of the more abstract concepts in each subject. Experiential learning is very much important, because hand-on experience has another level. So if someone is just suppose we are doing any chapter in our classroom, suppose in class 12 there is one deep water chapter is there, where one boy is just fear of water. So we should ask them, just giving some pictures, that what is this, what sort of this feeling, just what emotion are arousing in this picture, can you identify this emotion? And any of the picture they must identify, yes, this emotion is arousing. So just try to make them aware, so that, because if you are, especially with small child, you are telling that yes, this is 5 number, right, 5, and if you are giving them 5 pencils and ask them how many pencils are better, they will tell yes, 1 2, tiny hands they will count, and they just reply yes, maybe 2 or 3, and but coming to the point, they will certainly tell, a few of them will just successfully tell that yes, these are the 5 ones, and certainly once it is lost into brain, it will be indelible impression on their mind, I think. So introduction of subject teachers for learning and discussion of more abstract concepts in each subject, experiential learning within each subject, and explorations of relations among different subjects. Means if they are connecting geography with English or not, if they are reading glimpses of India, there are 3 states. So geographically they can compare the each state, their dialects, their costumes, their traditional whatever. So they can compare themselves, and this is the comparative analysis. They can explore, they can evaluate. So no demarcation boundary line in secondary and senior secondary, and this is actually new thing for national education policy. You can see the 21st century scheme that self-review, peer review, HOTS, high order thinking skills, suitable technologies, effective communications, because in 21st century skill communication is very much important. So we are just focusing on our reading part, literature part. We are just bothered about finishing the literature is a huge task, but it is not actually. You can see that NCERT has designed four skills, including their textbook also, and one book is included words and expressions. So give them to do, give them chance to speak, give them chance to write. Means all 4 skills must they learn. If they are failed to write, if they are failed to speak, then what is the use of being here? What is the use of being reading in public school? So it should be English environment also, give them environment to speak, interdisciplinary approach, transdisciplinary approach, digital tools. And you know that they are much better than us, especially when we are talking about this digitalization. So self and peer assessment is important, and real world problems, they should just figure out the real world problems, technological fluency and media fluency also. This is also one of the skills of 21st century pedagogy, because this is also one of the handbooks of designed by CBSE, and there are number of actually Deloitte's reports, etc. Again, when I have got, I will get the chance, then sometimes we will discuss this later. So achieve the standard, this is the most important, and design your education planner, design your lesson plan with full-fledged 21st century scheme. This is important. So school standard is important to attain the standard of CBSE especially. So just for recapitulation, adopt cross-cutting themes, means multidisciplinary, beyond the textbook, beyond the classroom. Give them chance to explore. No silos, flexibility, competency based with a multidisciplinary approach, value education, and all this should be based on recently one circular was there in Republic Day that enroll them, register your students, and for appearing national anthem, and just visit on online some Republic Days celebration. What is this? This is one of the kinds of imbibing the enthusiasm of patriotic zeal actually. So innovation, let them think. You just ignite their brain and let them think themselves. They are smart enough, they will do this. Local culture and context, they can do this also. They don't go to Great Britain's, they don't need to collect Great Britain's statistics. They will collect India's statistics in their own context, in their own culture, in their own local just local, whatever they may go to any local markets also. They can collect the statistics from there. They can write their analytical paragraph. So this is up to the teacher. Ki how will make our students to think. Language friendly school, it should be